Hello, I'm Ryan Hendley. As a new member of our team, let me welcome you. It's my pleasure to have you on board and to have a chance to speak with you today regarding something that's extremely important to me, your safety. As a company, we have placed safety as our number one priority in everything we do. And as one of the newest members of our team, I'm asking you to join me today and make it your number one priority as well. The work that we do and the industries that we serve can at times put us in conditions that, if not recognized as hazardous, can result in an accident or an injury to you. Whether you have previous experience in your new position or you're starting from the ground up, over the next 6 months, you will begin to develop work habits that will form the familiar routines that you carry out each and every day while at work. So today I want to challenge each of you to focus on these new habits as they develop and make sure that you are creating ones that place your safety first and foremost. It's absolutely critical that we provide you with training that is centered on safety, as well as to create an environment that puts safety at the top of the list and gets you started on a path that will forge these new habits into safe habits. However, there is one thing I've come to realize over time. I cannot force you to be safe. Being safe, acting in a safe way, and avoiding conditions that would jeopardize your safety, all of these fall squarely on just one person, you. Let me share a few observations with you. Slipping, tripping, and falling down account for 80% of all the accidents we have. That might seem like a staggering statistic, but when you think about the millions of square feet that we mop, strip, and wax each and every year, it's not that surprising. Bumping into things runs a very close second. Not being careful when we're working around moving forklifts or bending over to clean something and then hitting our head when we stand up. And here's the most telling statistic, and the one that concerns me the most. 50% of all of our accidents we have involve someone within the first 6 months of employment. Someone just like you. Learning your new job, knowing where everything is located in your facility, getting comfortable with your surroundings, and trying to do your very best every day all contribute to the potential for an accident. If we don't focus on safety and provide you with those critical first steps that will create those safe habits, we put you at great risk for having an accident and possibly incurring an injury. And I find that to be unacceptable. So what do we need to do to begin to develop those safe habits? The first thing is training. Whether you have previous experience or not, your training will be centered around what we call a Job Safety Health Analysis, or JSHA. A JSHA is available for every job that we perform in your facility and details exactly what is required to complete your particular job in the safest way possible. It outlines the steps necessary to complete the job and in the order in which those steps must be accomplished. It's very important that you know your JSHA from top to bottom, and whenever you have a question, you refer to your JSHA. When you've completed your training, your manager or supervisor will ask you to sign your JSHA, and they will keep it on file while you're employed with us. Having a signed JSHA on file is my assurance that you have been given the knowledge, the guidance, and the direction you need to accomplish your job safely. The second area that's very important is the use of your personal protective equipment, or PPE. Personal protective equipment will vary depending on your specific facility and the jobs that are performed there. But regardless of the PPE issued, if you don't use it, it won't protect you. From safety glasses, earplugs, safety vests, gloves, face shields, protective headgear, steel-toed shoes, or shoes specifically for use on certain floor surfaces and conditions. Having and using your PPE is an important part of your safety, and getting into the habit of using it when the situation requires it is one of those critical first steps in developing those safe habits and routines. And finally, remember that the most important tool in personal protection lies right between your ears. Using your good judgment, making safe choices, and staying alert to changing conditions that could compromise your safety will always be your best protection. And when you combine those safe choices with appropriate PPE, you place yourself in the safest position possible. And that's certainly worth doing, don't you think? Now, let's talk about our 12 Steps to Zero safety program and focus for a minute on the word zero. When you get right down to it, shouldn't the goal of any safety program focus on the things that must be done to achieve zero accidents? Can we really afford to have even just one accident if that accident was preventable and you were the one that was hurt or injured? I think not. So I've set a goal for all of us in every account we serve, a goal to arrive at the end of the year without having a single accident, and for each of us to become a big zero. And to become a big zero, we have to focus every minute of every day on what we're doing and the conditions that we're doing it in, and strive to end every day as a big zero. Big zeros every minute, make big zeros every day, and make big zeros every month. And if we can get to the big zero every month, we will have 12 big zeros and end the year without having a single accident. And that is my most important goal, to end the year without having anyone hurt or injured. Today, I am asking each of you to help me do that, to place safety as your first priority and be a big zero each and every day. Becoming a big zero begins with your 12 Steps to Zero program, and there are several parts I want to speak to you. The first being your 12 Steps to Zero poster. Your poster has 12 steps or months, and each month has a safety statement or affirmation that will help you develop a new attitude towards safety. It will begin to shape how you think about safety, which will help you become a safer person. And safer people have fewer accidents. When you reach the end of the month as a big zero, I want you to place a Zero the Hero sticker above that month so you can see the progress you're making in achieving your goal of ending the year safe and accident-free. Prior to beginning each workday, I'm asking you to be part of a short safety meeting that I call 5 for Zero. Taking 5 minutes for zero accidents, or 5 for Zero, is one of the most important things you can do to elevate your safety awareness and identify any hazards that might be present in your facility for that day. From identifying tasks that might be unfamiliar to making sure you have the appropriate PPE to posting wet floor signs due to rain or snow, taking 5 for Zero will alert you to any safety issues before you begin your workday. Similar to your 5 for Zero is your Minute for Me. And let me spend a moment on that. There are times when you might be asked to do something that you don't normally do, like filling in for someone who is sick or absent, or to perform a task that you are not familiar with. When you find yourself in these situations, and before you begin, take a minute for me and make sure that you can answer yes to these 5 very important Minute for Me questions. Are you comfortable with your assignment and confident you can complete it safely? Have you reviewed the JSHA for that particular job? Do you have the correct personal protective equipment? As your manager or supervisor, provided the training necessary to complete this task. Have you identified the 3 most important safety considerations in performing this task? If you find that you cannot answer yes to these questions, stop and ask for help. I'm sure you will notice the signs posted throughout your work areas, as well as stickers on most of your equipment, that provide you with a constant reminder of the focus that we all must have on our safety and the safety of those around us as we conduct ourselves throughout our workday. Use these reminders to maintain that edge that keeps your safety as your top priority. Every 2 weeks, you will be part of what I call a hero huddle. Your hero huddle is an interactive and engaging safety meeting that will focus on a specific topic, and by using a few questions, will get your group to discuss some of the most important considerations that are present when dealing with that particular safety issue. Take your hero huddle seriously and try and relate the topic to areas in your facility where that issue might present a risk and what each of you can do to eliminate that as a potential hazard. For those of you who are part of the startup of a new account, you will begin with the Fast Track to Zero program. The Fast Track's purpose is to focus each of you on the highest risk hazards and over the first 30 days, reduce or eliminate their potential to cause an accident as you work to get your facility organized and your routes and schedules firm and functioning. It will require you to have your 5 for zeros every day prior to beginning your workday, to take your minute for me as you approach every new task, and to conduct a weekly hero huddle each week for the first 4 weeks. Each of the 4 hero huddles will help you in identifying slip, trip, and fall hazards. Areas of your facility that might have an increased potential for collisions and with moving equipment. The proper use of your personal protective equipment and the hazards associated with lifting large or heavy items improperly. Addressing and focusing on the hazards that are responsible for the majority of all accidents and the preventive measures that can be taken to eliminate them as potential causes will put you on track to arrive at the end of your first 30 days achieving the big zero. I am personally committed to doing everything I can to eliminate the risks that come in those first 6 months of employment and to make you mindful of the hazards that exist within your workspaces and the preventive actions you must take to identify and avoid them. It's so important to me, in fact, that I've asked our entire management team throughout all of our accounts to develop creative ways of implementing the Fast Track to Zero program for all new associates. Whether it's assigning a Zero the Hero safety partner or mentor for the first 30 days, or working with you separately each week, I want each of you to have the tools you need to become a big zero. Your account manager or supervisor will spend time with you regarding the process you need to follow in reporting accidents and incidents. So I won't spend time there. What I will spend some time on is what to do when you observe something that was hazardous or dangerous, but luckily did not result in an accident. I call these near misses. You need to report these near misses to your manager or supervisor as soon as you can. And let me tell you why. Reporting these near misses allows us to describe these circumstances that brought us so very close to having an accident, and to circulate them to all of our accounts so that we can prevent similar situations from occurring in any other facility. I call these awareness alerts, and your manager or supervisor will share these awareness alerts with each of you during your 5 for zeros and your hero huddles. Use them to alert you to similar conditions in your facility and the actions you need to take to eliminate or avoid the hazard. It's a great feeling when you know something you did was directly responsible for preventing someone else from being hurt. And who knows, that person could be you. One last thing. The ZeroZone.com website is where all your safety-related information and material is located. It's where all my previous 8-minute safety videos are made available to you, and I would encourage each of you to take the time to view them. It might take 25 minutes out of your day, but I think it would be valuable information for you to have that will better prepare you for creating safe habits and work practices and keep you in the zero zone. So take a look. As we near the end of our time together today, I hope I've been able to communicate to each of you how important your safety is to me. It's the most important thing. And I don't limit that importance simply to work. Your safety is important to me whether you are busy cleaning, mopping a floor, emptying a trash can, or whether you are behind the wheel of your car or playing with your kids or cooking in the kitchen. Safety, simply put, cannot just be something we do for a few hours a day. Safety has to be a way of life. All of us have people in our lives that are very important to us, and if something happened to them due to an accident or an injury, it would affect us in a very profound way. So when you think about taking out your cell phone and texting someone while driving, or you walk by something on the floor that if not picked up might cause someone you care about to trip and fall, when you're in the kitchen, realize that if a fire started, there is no fire extinguisher close, you could lose your home. In those situations, have zero with you. Take him home with you, in the car with you, to the store with you, and create zero zones around you and those that you love and care about. Take these safe habits that you will create here at work and put them in your pocket or in your backpack and walk out the door with them. Take zero on the go everywhere you go. Now I'm going to ask you for something. I'm going to ask you to join me and make a commitment. To make a commitment to your safety. To sit there today and say to yourself, yes, I'm committed to doing this. I'm going to make that commitment and work hard to learn the things I need to learn and do the things I need to do to become a big zero at work and at home. Will you join me? I put a small poster in every account that displays the commitment that I have asked you to make. And it is located in your sign-in area where you can see it every day and remind yourself of the commitment I'm asking you to make. I'm going to ask that you sign that small poster and join all of us in making safety your first priority and your workplace safe and accident-free. I have also asked your account manager to present each of you with either a wristband or a lanyard, depending on the particular policies of your facility, that will signify your commitment to keeping it in the zone and becoming a big zero. It's my hope that you will wear it every day and remind yourself of the importance we have all placed on safety, and to do those things that will result in you and your coworkers celebrating the success of achieving the big zero at the end of the year. Congratulations and welcome again. We're so very pleased to have you on board, and I look forward to recognizing you and your account as we move closer to our ultimate goal. Have a safe and productive day wherever you happen to be, and thank you.